Well, happy Friday, folks. Made it to the end of the business week, and we've got some hot weather to talk about on the menu, especially Sunday and Monday when we've raised first alert weather days for these days because of how extreme that heat is going to be. How extreme, Nathan, are we talking? Well, I'll tell you, compared to history, just how warm these temperatures will be. This is not including the humidity, but take a look at this. The forecast for Fargo for June 19th, the forecast high is 100 degrees. Our record high is 101, set back in 1933. We'd also take note of that 77 degrees there. That's the morning temperature we're forecasting. The record highest warm temperature, the record warmest morning temperature, excuse me, that we've had in Fargo was 75. So we may see a record morning high temperature when it comes to that 77 degrees there that we'll wake up to on Sunday. Same for Grand Forks. You can see looks like that forecast of 102 degrees will exceed that record high set back in 1988 of 95 degrees for June 19th. For the 20th, June 20th, that's Monday, we're again looking for those air temperatures in the upper 90s, which will be pushing some of those records, but also in Fargo, that 78-degree morning temperature could be a new record warmest morning temperature because the old record of 71 back in 95 may not stand here through next week. Tonight, though, we are seeing that wind picking up a little bit there. Dakota Magic Casino Skycam, the flags are seeing a bit more response from that wind than they were earlier this afternoon, and I do expect that wind to continue increasing here this evening. In Fargo, we're seeing that wind around 10 miles per hour, but did get a gust of 17. Just expecting 10 to 20 miles per hour for that wind, so it's going to be about this windy as we progress through the rest of tonight. And look at the 84 degrees the air temperature there. Plenty of sunshine in Fargo, helping things warm up nicely here at the 5:30 hour. 82 in Grand Forks, that current air temperature, also 82 in Jamestown, but down towards Sisseton there, warmth and sunshine near 90 degrees there in the Sisseton Hills. If you're looking for a bit of relief, Roseau, Baudette, seeing those lower 70s as we speak. Now, wind speeds, of course, as I mentioned, are increasing from west to east. You see those gusts up over 20 miles per hour in Carrington, Jamestown, Cooperstown. I do expect even our Minnesota counties to start seeing some of that increase in wind here later on this evening. But satellite and radar, I had to double check and make sure that I actually had the satellite selected as one of the boxes to show here because of just how clear things are. Yeah, it's just that clear out there. That sunshine will stick around until it sets, and of course clear skies persist all night long with that east wind picking up there in our Minnesota counties as well. Again, only about 10 to 20 miles per hour sustained winds with this. Temperatures then stay mild all night long, 60s and 70s by 10 o'clock, and expecting 60s for those morning low temperatures. I will be watching for a passing shower, maybe a rumble of thunder here in the morning hours in a few isolated spots. Not looking to be hugely impactful, but maybe enough to get the old windshield dirty if you leave your car outside and it's affected by one of those passing showers. Those look to be mainly in the morning hours with dry time expected for the rest of the afternoon, but that southeast wind will really kick in. That will help to warm us up. It'll be gusting over 40 miles per hour at times, and the air temperatures moving into the 80s and 90s. Some areas off toward the far south, mid to upper 90s into our South Dakota counties. So that's the beginning of the hotness that we're tracking here for both Sunday and Monday. It just gets even hotter than this as we go into Sunday and Monday. Of course, we'll talk about that on the extended planner in just a couple seconds, but let's talk about that planner for tomorrow in Fargo. Starting off warmer than we saw today, 60s. So may need the air conditioner there in the morning also with those temperatures cruising into the upper 80s to near 90 by lunchtime, but then also, or excuse me, to near 90 by the dinner time hour, but we may see those lower 90s pushing in. The south wind to blame for that. You can see it sustained around 25 miles per hour, but gusting over 40. So it'll be a tough day on the golf course tomorrow. Here's your first alert weather days for Sunday and Monday. Both days will be hot, both days humid, both days with those heat index values that will be dangerous. So of course I've raised a first alert weather day to include Monday. That is a federal holiday, so folks may still be outdoors a bit more than they would be on a normal business day. That's the Juneteenth holiday there. So definitely want to stay cool, stay hydrated if you're outdoors this weekend.
Yeah, there'll be a few people at lakes and pools this weekend. Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah.
Up next, we have some good news and some bad news when it comes to fireworks this year.